Well, good evening. I'm so excited to be here to be able to just literally go over the compensation plan training, because for me, the most important thing, and one of the most important things, is how lucrative can something be. And thank you so much, Danny, for doing such an amazing job explaining the business platform, the business model, and how so many people are going to be able to benefit, whether they have very little experience or to no experience, all the way to someone that's a seasoned veteran in the industry. And so this presentation that we're going to go over as a compensation plan training is for two purposes. One is for the veteran to know what they have their hands on, and two, it's for the new person that, that's new to the industry, that just needs some deeper clarity of how the compensation plan works here with IPN. And so, I'm honored to be able to share the details of this compensation plan and how it works and how the money is made here. So just make sure that you grab some notes, pay very close attention, and you're going to learn a lot this evening. So with that being said, there's literally only 4 major bonuses that the company has, and those 4 bonuses start literally with the direct sale bonus, meaning that whoever you share this with, you're going to earn a 10% direct sale bonus. And that doesn't matter whether you start at the $50 or you got started, that this package, you end up making a 10% direct sale bonus for whatever package that you sell or that's sold directly by you. So even if you start it for as little as $100 or $50 or whatever, and you sell the professional $5,500 package, you make a $550 commission. What's great about this particular bonus is that there's no cap or max on this bonus, meaning that, if you end up referring like 10 people at the professional level this week, you would make, $550 times 10. So you'd end up making, $5,500, even if you got started for as little as, $50 or $100. So that's what's exciting about the direct sale bonus. There's no maximum or caps on this particular bonus. The binary bonus is our next bonus that we always talk about, and how you can get paid on this to unlimited depth. Now, this particular bonus is based on your team. You see, in order for you to be team qualified, you need to make sure that you purchase at least the annual activation of the $50. So if you got started at the 100, make sure that you got paid the $50 annual activation in combination with it, and that's what unlocks you to be able to make bonuses on the binary and other bonuses. Now, I'm going to share an income disclosure here statement, which is very, very important before I continue. Income stated is hypothetical or based on a per sale basis, and it's not indicative or representative of income that any specific participant may earn. Company makes no representations or guarantees of specific earnings or earning potential. Company has no historical data available from which it provides earning representations. Now, the reason why we need to share an income disclosure, because there's going to be people that are going to make no money through the compensation plan, and there's going to be people that make a little bit of money, and there's going to be people that make a lot of money, and then there's going to be people that make life-changing money. So we need to make sure that there's an income disclosure, and it's all based on you. So with that being said, this is how the binary works, to give you a clear depiction. So for instance, you get paid 10% on your weaker team volume. So to give you an example, let's say this gentleman got started for $2,500 package. That's what he bought, right? He purchased that. And this lady purchased the $500 package. And then this gentleman at the bottom on the right purchased the $5,500. And the gentleman on the left purchased the $1,500 package. Well, what's going to happen is that money is going to calculate and roll, or that volume is going to calculate and roll up to you. So you're going to add the left side together, and that's going to create $4,000 in volume on your left team. On the right team, it's going to calculate $6,000. Now, those dollars are going to represent points in the back office called BV, but that's the same volume per point, $1 per point. So you understand, okay? So now what happens if you get paid 10% on the weaker team volume? What's 10% of 4,000? That's $400. Well, what happens to your points rolling to the next week? Well, the points on the left go to 0, and then 4,000 gets removed from the right team, 2,000. So now the 2,000 volume rolls over to the next week and continues to roll over until you actually get paid on it. So even when you hit the cap or max out, your volume on your larger team doesn't flush, which is huge. Okay, that's really, really powerful. So I love that about the company and the compensation plan. The next bonus we're going to talk to you about is matching bonus. So when you personally refer, let's say you referred these 5 people, whatever they earn in their binary income, you're going to match 10%. What happens whoever they refer? You earn another 10% on your second level if they go to work and they refer people. And then you make 20% on the third level and then 20% on the fourth level. What's so exciting about this is a lot of companies will start high and by your third and fourth level go lower, where IPN or iProNetwork actually increases the percentage the deeper you go. So third and fourth level are really exciting, the fact that you're going to get paid 20%. And usually there's a lot more people on your third and fourth level than your first and second. So you're actually making 20% from more people. And so that's huge when it comes to matching bonus. And what's great about this bonus is it pays to unlimited width, meaning that you can refer, like you see here, 5 people personally. You can refer 20 people, 100 people. You can refer as many people as you want. It goes unlimited width. And that's what's exciting. And because of the matching bonus, you end up matching people whether they're on your stronger volume side of your binary or your weaker volume side. And that's what's so exciting about the matching bonus. Now we have the leadership rank bonus. This is for people that say, you know what, I'm just not here for a little while. I'm here to actually go up, rank advance, and I want to be able to really earn life-changing income. And the company rewards you for rank advancing. So as little as, you could rank advance for, Pro 1 is your first goal, and you're going to receive a $50, one-time bonus. Pro 2 is a $200 one-time bonus. And we're going to go into the details of the qualifications later on in this presentation. Pro 3 is a 1% leadership bonus on your personal enrollment tree genealogy. That means that whoever you personally referred and whoever they referred, you're going to end up making 1% of the total volume that comes in per week. And the fourth, Pro 4, is 1.5% leadership bonus on your, up to 1.5% leadership bonus on your personal enrollment tree. Okay, and we're going to go into the details. Like, for instance, to give you an example, like if you have somebody that's a Pro 2 and a Pro 1, and someone that hasn't hit any ranks, you're going to make 1.5%. But somebody that hit Pro 3, you're going to make a 0.5% on whatever their team does. So they're going to make the percent, and you're going to make the difference, which is a 0.5%. Well, Pro 5, you're going to earn a 2% leadership bonus on all your Pro 2s that are in your team, all your Pro 1s, and on the people that are no ranked. So these are all people, if you personally referred Pro 2s, Pro 1, and no ranked people that didn't hit any rank, you're going to earn a 2% bonus on their volume for that week. But if they hit Pro 4, you're going to earn a 0.5% on all the people you personally referred that hit Pro 4 rank, and you're going to earn an override of 1% on all the people that hit Pro 3 rank that you personally referred. So this is how this works, right? It tiers down. When you hit Pro 6, you're going to earn a 2.5% leadership bonus on their volume on all your personal enrollment tree for all the people that are Pro 2s, Pro 1s, and no ranks that you brought into the business, and whoever there's on their team that hit no ranks. When someone hits a Pro 5 rank on your team that's below you, from them below, you're going to earn a 0.5%. You're going to earn a 1% override on all the people that are Pro 4 on your team that you personally referred, or whoever is between you and them. You're going to earn a 1.5%. And on the Pro 3 people, you're going to earn a 2%. So it tiers down. So again, you can earn up to 2.5% on all the volume that's rolling through your personal enrollment genealogy tree. And then if you hit Pro 7, you get a 3% leadership bonus on all your personal enrollment tree overrides on rank 2, rank 1, and people that didn't hit any ranks. You get a 0.5% override on the people that hit Pro 6. a 1% override on the people that hit Pro 5, rank Pro 5, right? A 1.5% on people that hit rank Pro 4, and a 2% override on people that hit rank Pro 3 that you personally referred. And that's how this leadership rank bonus works. Now that can amass to just extra income that's coming in at 1%, 2%. And if you build a big enough team, that could be really amazing amount of bonuses that are extra on top of everything that we just shared. So let's talk about the qualifications for the actual leadership bonus. So what you need to do is you need 2,000 total volume in your team. So the calculation is going to say, okay, did you have 2,000 team volume? This isn't based on what you personally did. This is based on your entire group and then your entire team and your personal enrollment tree. So you get 2,000 total volume. As long as 500 comes from your weaker team, you're going to earn a one-time $50 bonus. That's Pro 1. That's like saying good job. I mean, it's a beginning, right? It's not like you did a lot of work to get it, but it's an extra bonus. Pro 2 is when you hit 5,000 of total volume, 2,000 from your weaker team, and 2 qualified personally sponsored individuals, 1 on each side. What that's going to do is that's going to give you a one-time bonus of $200. So that means that if you have somebody that's on your team that becomes an ISA, a premium ISA, which means that they hit, 1 on the left, 1 on their right, they're qualified. You get 2 of those, one in each team. You're going to receive a $200 one-time bonus. Well, that's great. That's again, good job. You're moving up the ranks. These are goals that you want your team members to hit. Well, this is where it gets exciting. When you hit Pro 3, that's a $30,000 in volume, and these volumes are based on a month. These are based on monthly volume. Okay, so that's what's really cool. Some people might think this is weekly. This is literally monthly, so it's not that hard to hit these qualifications for your leadership bonus. So 30,000 in monthly volume in your entire team, 10,000 from your weaker team, and you have 1 Pro 2 on each team. So you have 2 people that hit at least the Pro 2 level on each team, and just so you understand, you can actually earn your way up. So people that, let's say, got started for as little as $50, they don't have to pay to max out at 7,500. Like, they literally can earn their way up through volume. So if somebody was at, let's say someone got started for as little as $50 activation, or $150, right? They paid their $100 for their first product plus the $50, so for $150. And let's say that they just don't have money and they decide that they wanted to rank up. Well, if they just do these volumes and meet these specifications, these qualifications, well, now they're qualified to earn a maximum of $7,500, and they're qualified for that for life because they just hit that rank. Now it's like they got involved at the $1,500 package, right? How cool is that? But what's also cool is that anybody that hits this, whether it doesn't matter what package level you got started at, you're qualified for a 1% override on your team volume for 90 days. And that means that every month that you hit it, you get an additional month beyond that 90 days. So for instance, like today is, we're in April, right? So let's say today you worked this whole entire month to build up this volume. So this month, by the end of April, you did 30,000 volume for April, 10,000 on your weaker team. You have 2 people that hit Pro 2 on each team. So now for the next 90 days, so May, June, and July, you're going to be making 1% of your entire personal enrollment team's volume. You're going to make 1% override, up to 1%. Now, what happens if let's say in May, you don't hit the same volume? Let's say that month your volume goes down. That's okay. You're still locked in for 90 days. What happens if in June comes around and you still don't hit these volumes? Don't worry. There's a grace period. That's why it's for 90 days. You're still at 1%. Now, June or July comes around, you better in July hit these volumes, because if you don't, then August, you're not going to get that 1%. Now, if you hit this volume in July, guess what? That adds an additional 2 months onto that month. So now you got an extra 90 days again. So that's how this works. So why did the company give you a whole quarter? Because there's going to be times where you might have a really good month and then you drop for a month, like a little bit. Your volume doesn't hit the same levels or whatever the case may be. Well, what's good to know is the company gives you 90 days to make that volume back up. So that was very generous. A lot of companies that I've seen out there would never even do that. I don't think that's even available out there. So that's what's really cool about the generosity of this compensation plan. Same thing happens here. You hit Pro 4, you need 100,000 total volume, 50,000 from your weaker team. You need 1 Pro 3 on each team maximum that you're able to earn if you didn't purchase a the package at that level. So if you did not purchase, let's say, the $2,500 Eat Profit System package, well, you could still earn your way up and get up to this level by not purchasing it. But the thing is if whether you purchased it or not, you're qualified for 90 days to earn that 1.5%. What's so good to know is that once you hit this level, you never go back down as far as, oh, you know what, your maximum is going to go down if you miss this volume. You always stay locked in at the maximum that you're allowed to earn, and you're always locked in to get the matching bonuses, or you're locked in for the binary, whatever the case may be. But what does fluctuate based on the volume that you hit for that month is the 90 days, the leadership bonus, which is the 1.5%. So just be mindful of, if you want to continue to earn that 1.5% for every month, that you need to maintain these volumes, okay? Pro 5, 400,000 total volume earned in your entire personal enrollment team, 150,000 volume on your weaker team. You need 1 Pro 4 on each team. And again, you're able to max out now as though you got started at the $5,500 package when you purchased your eProfit system. You can earn your way up in the comp plan without purchasing it just by hitting Pro 5. But to be real with you, if you're making this kind of money already, I'm sure you're not going to wait. You're probably going to, upgrade yourself. But this is really cool because people can earn their way up. And what ends up happening is 12,500 from the binary, and then 22,500 additional from the matching and leadership bonus. And that's what maxes you out at 35,000 per week. And what's great is you're qualified now for 2% for 90 days, up to 2% on your entire personal enrollment team. Here on Pro 6, you get 700,000 total volume, 250,000 from your weaker team. You need 1 Pro 5 on each team to qualify. And again, you got 12,500 maximum binary bonus, an additional 22,500 from your matching and leadership bonuses, and you're qualified at 2.5% for 90 days, as long as you maintain those numbers. And Pro 7 is 1.5 million total volume, 500,000 from your weaker team. You need 1 Pro 6 on each team to qualify for that, and you're qualified for 3%, up to 3% for 90 days because you hit Pro 7. And so that's how the leadership qualifying bonuses work. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you a little snapshot and an overview based on the packages that you purchased, what you're qualified for. So if you got started for as little as $50, do you get a direct bonus? Yes. Do you get a weekly cap? Well, it'd be $500, right? Just like the basic. Matching bonus, no matching bonus, and you get 1 active volume center, which we're going to go into the details about what the volume centers are. At the $100 plus the $50 activation, you get direct bonus that there's no maximum on. You get a $500 max per week on your team bonuses, right? On all your team bonuses. There's no matching bonus that you're allowed to get, and then you get 1 active volume center. At the $550, you get $2,500 per week max. You get 1 level in your matching bonus, and you still have 1 active volume center. At the $1,550 accelerated package, you get $7,500 weekly cap that you can make, which is $30,000 a month that you can make per month just by doing this. And you get 2 levels, level 1 and level 2 of the matching bonus, and you get 3 active volume centers. At the 2,500 plus the 50 activation, the annual activation, you get 12,500 weekly maximum, levels 1, 2, and 3 on the matching bonuses that you're qualified for, plus you're qualified still for 3 active volume centers where you can make money in 3 separate volume centers, which we'll go into details on that. And then for the 5,500 plus the $50 annual activation, that's a $35,000 maximum on your first volume center, which if you have multiples, then you can obviously make more than 35,000, which is really cool. Your levels you get on matching, you get levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, so you can make money on 4 levels, and you get 7 active volume centers that are able to collect volume in them. And so matching bonuses with compression, what that works is you get matching bonuses on people within your personal enrollment team. Okay, you don't match people that are spillover from team, from someone above you. You do not match people that spill over in your binary. You only match people that generate 1,000 volume for the week on their weaker team in their binary, meaning that you only match people that make at least $100 per week on their, in their volume centers, right? That's the only person you actually match, right? And so this prevents you from matching people that do little to nothing. And so, you got to qualify, they got to qualify. This allows people to not match people that, I call are doing nothing, right? That are duds. So let's give you an example. Let's say level 1, right? This is how most companies pay, level 1 through 4, let's say, for instance. Well, let's say level 1, there's people in your level 1 team that aren't at least earning $100 in their binary for the week, or 1,000 volume on their weaker volume side. Well, guess what? The next people become your level 1, which is exciting because you don't match people that make no money. Like if someone made 0 money, would you want to match someone that makes nothing? That means you don't make anything from what they did, right? If they did nothing and you made nothing, that's not beneficial. So the company is very generous in the way they did this in order for you to match people that are actually at least earning income. And then let's say that these people don't, this group doesn't actually make at least $100 per week in their binary. Well, then this group of people actually become your level 2, which means that in reality, you can end up matching people's, on your level 3, 4, 5, 6, way down, because it compresses to who actually is making income. So to give you a snapshot of how that could look is, let's say the group 1 aren't doing anything for some reason. Well, you're making this group you're making 10% from. This group does nothing, so you don't make any money from them. You're only making 10% from this group. This group does nothing, which is okay. But the company looks for the next people that are at least earning $100 in their binary for the week. And so you make 20% off of people making money, and then you make another 20% on the 4th level people. This is huge when it comes to just matching people that make money. I've been in businesses where I've matched people that make no money, and that's not any fun. So now let's talk about how the all-in-one package and how it all works with all these different volume centers. So what's great is no matter where you get started with, whether you're at the $100 level you get package or the $500 package, what happens is you end up actually having 4 different you end up getting 7 different centers that are available for you. So 7 volume centers that are actually available. Volume center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The only thing is that volume center 1 is the only one that is actually active, where you can collect volume in it. These are inactive. Now, because of the scenario, again, you got a weekly cap of $500. And if you came in the $100 package or the 500 PV package, which is the $500 plus the $50 activation, your weekly cap on your team bonuses is $2,500 per week, based on this example right here, right? But guess what? You can upgrade, and when you upgrade, you can end up opening up other volume centers. But let's talk about as though you stayed the way you are right now, right? You just have one volume center, and all of a sudden you've got a team of people growing. And let's say this guy at the bottom right here ends up buying the $1,500 accelerated package from the eProfit system. And you can see here he's got 3 volume centers that are blue. Well, what happens is that $1,500 in volume rolls up to this gentleman right here. So he ends up getting $1,500. This gentleman gets $1,500 in volume, and you get $1,500 in volume, just sitting there, right? On the right side, same thing. This gentleman gets started for the $5,500 package. You can see he has all 7 volume centers that are active. It's all blue. But what happens to this lady? She gets $5,500. She gets $5,500, and you get $5,500. That's how this works. What ends up happening is you get 10% from the weaker volume side, which would mean that you make 10% from $1,500. So in volume center 1, you earned $150 for that week. Okay. What's so great about this is understand that this 5,500 volume continues to roll up above this person, above that person, above that person, all the way to the company. That's why everyone benefits from this gentleman getting involved. This gentleman gets involved, she benefits, you benefit, your sponsor benefits, your sponsor benefits, all the way up to the top. Let's talk about the 3 volume centers. Well, if you upgrade or you purchase initially, or you end up working your way through the compensation plan and you achieve a certain rank, you're going to be able to earn $1,500. You be able to get the $1,500 package, like you got the $1,500 package, and you end up getting $7,500 weekly maximum or cap that you can earn in this scenario, right? But that's per volume center. That's $7,500 per volume center. So because you have 3, you can times that by 3. If you only had 1 volume center, it would only be 1. But because you have 3 volume centers, that's $7,500 weekly cap for 3 volume centers. You also get $12,500 cap if you got started at the $2,500 package with the $50 one-time activation fee, and that'll give you also $12,500 times 3 packages. And this allows you to even build 4 teams. So you could build here 4 left, 5 right, 6 left, and 7 right. And you're going to see how that works. So same scenario, same gentleman gets involved, but now the difference is you have 3 volume centers that are actually open. What happens? This guy gets 1,500 volume. He gets 1,500 volume. You get 1,500 volume in volume center 2, and you get 1,500 volume in volume center 1. That's really powerful, because down the road, if you want to access that, you can. See, what's so great about the way the company set this up is that you end up getting the ability to double dip on the volume, just because you earned your way up or you decided to purchase that package. The right side, same gentleman gets started for the $5,500 package. She gets $5,500. She gets $5,500. You get $5,500 in volume center 3. And you get $5,500 in volume center 1. So how does this play out? Well, the way we teach you, okay, this is the way we teach you. This is really important. You want to create synergy, you want to create momentum, and you want to help as many people succeed as possible. So even if you have 3 volume centers that are open and active, right, you only want to build 2 teams to begin with, just like this scenario. You don't want to put anybody on the inside like that. You don't want to do that initially, because you're going to be spreading yourself too thin when you could be helping a lot of people. There's a recommendation. Once you're earning on your top volume center right here, I would say at least, in my opinion, now this is an opinion, you could do whatever you want, but this is my opinion, at least $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 on a weekly basis. Unless you're earning like $5,000 to $10,000 a week at least, I would not start focusing on the inner teams right here. But once you hit that, let's say you're making $8,000 consistently on a week, well, guess what? Where would you put your next person, and what team would you start building? Well, if this side happens to be the stronger side and the bigger team, and this happens to be the bigger volume team, then guess what? You're going to put people under 5 right or 5R. And so you're going to start building this team out. right? Because what's going to happen is the volume is going to start rolling up, 2,500 here, 2,500 here, and then another 2,500 here. And what's going to happen is that 2,500 plus the 1,500 rolls up, makes you 4,000 on your top volume center. You see it combines it, and you end up getting that on the top volume center. And then eventually you open up the next team, and let's say you got 500 there, 500, and then that 500 plus the 5,500 equals you 6,000 on your top volume center. So based on this scenario, how would you get paid out? Well, volume center 1, you'd make 10% of the weaker side. 400 is 10% of 4,000. Volume center 2, you'd make 10% of 1,500, which is 150 bucks. And volume center 3, you'd make 10% of the $50 or $500, which is 50 bucks. And so here you ended up making income in 3 separate volume centers. And so this is what's great for long-term, in the next 6 months, year, 2 years, 3 years, you've got volume centers that are collecting volume that you can get access to down the road. And that's what's so exciting about that. So when you add it all up, and let's say you're at the $2,500 package, right? You got 3 volume centers times 12,500 for each of them. That's $37,000, 37,500 total weekly maximum or cap that you can make per week with 3 volume centers maxed out at 12,500. I mean, that is huge. You're talking about over $140,000 a month just because of this scenario, right? So let's talk about 7 volume centers being open because you got started at the $5,500 package plus the annual activation, or you actually worked your way up through the compensation plan and through the ranks to get here. Either way, you get the ability to earn $35,000 weekly cap on volume center 1. But how does that break up when you have 7 volume centers? What is your weekly cap then, and how does this work? And what's great is you have all 8 teams open to start building through. So let's look at this example. Same scenario again, right? $1,500 on the left side rolls up to that guy, $1,500 in volume there. But the difference now is you got volume center 4 that's active. So you get 1,500 volume in volume center 4, in volume center 2, and in volume center 1. On the right side, 5,500 volume. She gets 5,500 volume. She gets 5,500. You get it in 7, 5,500 volume, in volume center 3, and volume center 1. And that's the benefit of having 7 volume centers that are open because of this scenario. Now, again, we stress that even if you have 7 volume centers open, don't start referring people and putting them on the inside teams because you want to create momentum. And how do you create momentum? When there's depth, when there's people that are created through spillover. So you want to help your teams put people on the outside left and the outside right. That's how you want to build this. You don't want to start stacking a whole bunch of people on the middle. That's my recommendation. But eventually you will, right? And where would you start first? You'd start probably like 5R or 6L, right? So you put somebody right there, that volume will roll up. You put somebody on 6L, which is left 6, and eventually you could potentially end up putting people in every single spot 8 wide, and all that volume just collectively adds up and combines, and it rolls up to the top where it just continues to grow. And so now you would end up getting paid on 7 volume centers instead of just 1 or 3. And that's the power of this compensation plan model, besides everything else that the company has going for it that's so exciting. And so how does this work? Well, you've got literally 5,500 is the amount that that you have to have this account at 5,500. 7 volume centers at 12,500 per volume center, which is $87,500 in each volume center, plus an additional 22,500 in this account that you can earn on matching bonuses and team bonuses. So your total weekly cap is $110,000 per week, which would be about $440,000, per month, which you can see what the total is right there if you were to do that for the entire year. And so that's the potential. Again, income stated is hypothetical or based on a per sale basis and is not indicative or representative of income that any specific participant may earn. Company makes no representations or guarantees of specific earnings or earning potential. Company has no historical data available from which to provide earning representations. Again, why do we say this? Because some people may think that just because they purchased a package of $5,500 with the $50 annual activation fee, that they're going to start making this kind of money. And the answer is, it doesn't mean that you will make this. It means that you have the potential to make this. But there's a lot of people that will do very, very well with what this compensation plan has been put together. This compensation plan makes it very simple for the person that's new in the industry, very inexperienced, to at least start making some kind of income with the way the company is structured. There's not a lot of hoops to jump through. There's not 50 million qualifications in order to qualify to earn different bonuses. So that's what I really love about this compensation plan. And so what I recommend you do is, just for those that are on this webinar, the company is putting their compensation plan document, right, their actual document of all the details, even more details than that's on this presentation, in your back office, that will be available very soon. I know some of you have been asking about that. It will be up in the back office very soon, where you'll be able to see the details of every single bonus, how it all works, and everything like that. And that'll be it's called a compensation plan document. And also, we're going to provide for you the presentation, which is literally, you're going to have access to the presentation that Danny put out, and you're going to be able to see this presentation, utilize this presentation for people that want to learn training on how the compensation plan works. And so there's tons of tools that are being developed just for you to be able to utilize to help your team grow, get educated, and learn exactly how this business can bless so many people's lives. With that being said, thank you for joining with us tonight and being on this training webinar, and we'll talk to you soon on the next webinar. God bless you and have a great day.